In this generation, the 21st century generation, we all know that gadgets or the internet, so-called internet, are useful to each and every one of us. There are lots uh, there are lots of browser extension that will help us protect our privacy online or the numerous online threats. So when we say browser extension, it is something like a plugin for your browser that adds certain functions and features to it. Extensions can modify the user interface or add some web services functionality to your browser. It is very important for us to know that browser extension is that we will be able to lessen and avoid malicious website that can harm our online informations. Users will not install an extensions if it compromises their privacy or ask for more permissions that it seems to need. Permissions request should make sense to the users and be limited to the critical information necessary to implement the extension. So protect and respect extension users by including these precautions to keep their identities safe.
What are the importance of browser extension? Browser extension help us personalize and customize the way Google Chrome work for us and helping us to become more productive and work in the way we want and prefer. So, while extensions are typically used to add features and enhances the functionality of a website, they can also be used to remove unwanted website elements such as pop-up ads and features such as autoplay for online videos. With browser, we can get personalized search results that appear instantly as you enter text. So synchronize bookmark and setting across all your devices. So use Google Workspace product. So browsing the internet can be risky business these days with malware, spyware, and browser-based shackles or trying to invade your privacy and security. So Chrome extension can help to keep us secure and safe. So data protection also is very essential because it prevents the information of an organization from fraudulent activities like hacking, phishing, and identity theft.
So we have the first example of browser extension, which is the disconnect. So disconnect is a browser extension that prohibits any unauthorized person from collecting data about us as a user. As we try to observe, whenever we are browsing in the internet, there are advertising networks and social media that studies our habits and interests to sell this information to advertisers for a higher price. But because of disconnect, no one can get this information about us for a personal purposes like selling. So we will now move on to our second example, which is the ghostery. If you want to know who is tracking you while you browse a certain page, ghostery is best to use. Ghostery users remain completely anonymous. Whenever we are using ghostery, it will make us to choose between allow or disable a particular site that pops up on our screen. So next, we have the Avast Online Security. So this is a browser extension that displays the safety rating of websites that we tend to access. This program scans websites for malware and for us to prevent phishing. It also prohibits and blocks hidden surveillance of you by advertising analytical sites. WOT, or the Web of Trust. This is a whole set of tools for a safe surfing that gives us extension and reliability that evaluates sites based on privacy policy for children. Its importance is to help user to avoid getting involved to malicious sites. This application warns us about sites of risk groups that deceive customers by sending viruses.
Privacy Badger. Use Alt to block tracker. As you browse the web, Privacy Badger compiles a list of websites that it needs to ban in order to give you a customized browsing experience. When it finds a tracker, Privacy Badger immediately sends a global privacy control signal to stop it from sharing or selling your data.
So, those are some examples of browser extensions that we may use whenever we are using or browsing in the internet for us to prevent getting involved with cyber crimes and for us to prevent or avoid being a victim of cyber crimes. So that's all. Thank you for listening.